All right. Hello, everybody. I'm super excited. We are going to dive into our action hour today, but working in pockets of time. So often you will hear people, say, well, I sit down and I do this, and you can work your business in an hour. But many of us don't have a chunk of time. And then when we do have that little peak of time in our day, we are kind of like, well, where do I even go? And so often we will just continue to go back to the beginning, go back to what we did in the beginning of our day, which is typically check our notifications, check our inbox for important messages only. And then that's the cycle. And we get to the end of the day and we realize we didn't really work. Does that cycle sound familiar to you? So I want to go over this and just give you a tool that you can utilize and work along anytime, anywhere you're at. You can make these minutes longer or shorter, but this is just what I allotted for an hour a day through Power Pockets. So I am going to start. For me, this is literally how I work my day. This is how I go through it. The very first thing I need to do when I have my first pocket is just clear my mind and make sure that I am checking my important inbox messages and notifications and my office. I give myself 5 minutes. I check my inbox. Any messages that I am in the middle of, or I'm moving forward, or I see they need my attention, whether it's from advocates, customers, prospects, then that is what I'm going to answer first. And then I am going to respond to our team threads and make sure that I'm present there, and then check for any tasks or anything that needs to be done, and then go to our office. Every single day, I go to our online office and I check and see what my volume is. I copy and paste what my team volume is, and I save it in my note section with the date. So every month I can compare where my volume is in comparison to the previous month. So I know where I am either falling short or ahead or same in my month. For pocket two, so that next time you get that 10 minutes or 15 minutes or whatever it is, so often what we want to do is we want to, oh, let me check my notifications again. Let me check important messages. This is where the cycle starts. What I want you to do is stop, and I want you to give yourself, here I put 7 minutes, but this can take as long as you have for that second pocket. And so in this pocket, you are going to make a post and you are going to share in stories. You can ask ChatGPT for 30 days of posts that are helping you share, and have them ask you any questions that you would need to answer for it to be able to give you good content. And so you can say that, it'll ask a bunch of questions, you can voice it back, and it will give you literally 30 days of content. So you could do that, or you can write them on your own, whatever works for you. So with this, you're making a post and sharing in your stories. So your post template, you're going to start with a hook. You want to make sure that you are starting with a problem that you can solve. So I remember feeling completely exhausted, running on fumes, and wondering if I'd ever feel like myself again. All of the people that feel that way are now tuned in. You want to talk about your story in the with the problems that you once had that you now have solutions for, so that people are hooked to the problem, and you're attracting the people and helping the people who are going to be either where you were or where you are now. If stress, poor sleep, or lack of energy have taken over your life, I see you. I was there too. Trying to balance it all while feeling burnt out is not how life is supposed to be. So, a hook of a problem you either had or you do have that you can then spin, use your story, and offer a solution. So, for your story, share a short version of your story and how our business or our products have helped you. Or a lot of times people just want value added posts as well. So give them other tips on how this would, other things that could help them with that. And you don't have to always have a call to action. People will know, like, and trust you through value that you're adding outside of our business and products, as well as then when you do sprinkle ours in. Then at the end, after that, you can have a call to action. If you've been looking for a natural way to feel better, let's chat. I'd love to share what's worked for me. Comment below or DM. What if you could feel better and build something for yourself at the same time? Let's talk. Those are just some examples. You'll want to make sure you're posting on your feed, share it into your stories, and then you can use something in the stories as well, a poll, and ask me a question. And then you'll also want to share your personal daily routine in your story or talk about a product that you're using every day. Now, do you have to plan this? I never do. It's like I'm putting CBG on my face. This is what I'm talking about today. Okay, I'm taking my immune jelly. Let me talk about this today, right? So don't overthink it, but sharing every day what works for you is literally what our job is. Okay. Pocket number three, you're going to connect with new people and engage, which is going to boost your algorithm. You can do this for 7 minutes or more. You are going to find and follow aligned people. So for me, a lot of times I might, if I'm just kind of browsing, I might go to Instagram pages or people that I follow that I like and look at the content they're putting up. People who are liking and commenting on their content, since it's somebody I enjoy as well, probably I would also be aligned with. So maybe I'll follow a few people that way or go to their pages and comment on some of their stories. Commenting and reacting to people's stories is a great way to connect with new people that you don't know. You'll engage with their comments, with their content, and then also start authentic conversations with those that are engaging with your content. So, people that are liking, people that are commenting, people that are sharing, and really just have normal, everyday bus stop conversations with people without any pressure, like a human, like you would if you were in front of them. So often we get kind of paralyzed behind the screen because we don't know what to say next and we have way too much time to think about it. But in person, you would just say, "Hey, thanks for liking that," or "Oh my gosh, I feel the same way," right? Just be a human connecting. A lot of, if you are in messages and you are messaging back and forth, which is why I said commenting on people's stories is a great way to engage, the algorithm that you want to boost, right? The algorithm will boost with you connecting with people through Messenger and being social on social media. For pocket number four, you'll invite people to learn more. So this is a key. You have got to invite. You can invite using any sort of tone and any sort of um way that you want to express yourself as possible, like as you need, but you do want to invite. So there are people out there that say, "Oh, well, I can do this business without inviting, like I don't cold invite." And what I want you to know is that cold inviting is something we don't want to do. You don't want to just message random people and be like, "Hey," but you can authentically invite people with organic reach who are liking and commenting on your stuff. And that is not an icky way to say, "Hey, like, I know that you follow me and you watch my stuff. I've talked about this a little bit. Are you interested?" So you're going to set a timer and you're going to go through. You can look at people that are watching your stories, people that have liked your latest post, but you're going to use a message. And if these feel too much or too bold for you, you can copy and paste them and put them in ChatGPT and say, "This feels a little bit too bold for me. I'd like this to feel a little less pressure, a little more emotional, a little bit easy breezy," and it'll give you another option and you can say yes or no and work with it to make an invite that feels good to you. So there's a direct ask when you're going and you are looking for people who are in your niche and you're just asking them right out like, "Hey, I see what you're doing. Right? I see you, just curious and asking." Influencer compliment and curiosity. So commenting on their content, asking them about who they work for, possibly letting them know, "I work with a brand that's helped thousands of people with this benefit. We're looking for aligned partners. I thought of you because you look like you'd be a natural fit. Can I send some information over?" A referral, someone who's previously said no, you can ask for a referral. And then you can also ask the PC if they're looking into showing up and moving into the advocate space. So there's ways that you can invite people into this business or into our products every single day. Pocket number five, when you come up with with the next 7 to 10 to more minutes, you are going to follow up with people. So in general, you want to make sure that you are tracking your business, whether it's pen to paper, or I like to use Teamsy because I can actually track and it tells me who I need to follow up with and when, and it keeps everything there. So I don't have to keep track of anything on paper or in my notes section, and everything's everywhere and I'm confused. It's about $20 a month. It's worth it to me. It's a write-off. So general follow-ups, hey, I just wanted to check in. Did you get a chance to look over the info I sent? No rush, just want to see what you think. Product specific. Hey, I remember you were interested in this product. A lot of people have been loving it. I just wanted to see if you had any questions. Business follow-up. Hey, I know life gets busy, so I'm just circling back. Are you still open to chatting about how this would be a great fit for you? Okay, pocket number 6, we want to create reels. I know reels feel scary, but you can keep them super simple. So you can simply have a video of you sitting drinking coffee, of you typing on your computer, of your kids swinging, even if you don't want to see their faces on social media from the back, of you walking your dog, of you journaling, of you cutting up, of you making dinner, of you folding laundry. Like you literally can create a reel with anything. And you can say on there, you want to use a hook option. Once again, you're using something that is a problem that people are going to relate to. So struggling with stress, sleep, or energy, you're not alone. Feeling overwhelmed and looking for a natural way to feel better. So these are more like really targeting. I would probably say something too, like, I remember feeling so overwhelmed and like I was never going to find something that helped me. Or I struggled with stress, sleep, and energy for so long. I literally thought no one else can feel the way that I do. And then I realized they did. So you can take these and turn them and flip them anyway, but here are some examples. You can record a casual, authentic video. You can either talk, sip a coffee, be in the car, whatever. Use one of the hooks and then follow it with in the caption or whatever you want to do. This is just an idea. Remember, I found something that changed everything for me, and now I get to help others do the same. So this is just here for inspiration, but you want to obviously be coming up with something daily. And I know a reel a day seems like a lot, but if you go for a reel a day and maybe you end up only doing 5 a week or 4 a week, that is amazing. Because if your goal would be 4 a week, you'd probably do 2 a week. And if your goal was 2 a week, you'd maybe do 1 a week, right? So it's just having the goal of every day and keeping it simple. And before you know it, sometimes the reels will take a longer. Other times, like, let me just throw this up really quick because it's consistency and showing up. And that helps. And that's why I keep referring to ChatGPT, that you can put a prompt in there to ask for real ideas that start with the problem and help people to, add value and bring them to you, and ask me the questions you need to know for my target audience and what I can provide. And it'll ask questions. You can just hit voice record, answer all the questions. It'll literally give you content that aligns with you. Pocket number 7, emptying your inbox. Your inbox needs to be emptied, otherwise it'll drive you crazy. It doesn't need to be every day. Sometimes I don't get to pocket 7. Okay. Sometimes I don't get to pocket 6. I just try to do my best every single day. So when I get to pocket 7, I'm responding to all the messages, clearing everything out, and just tying up all the loose ends. And I'm tracking all of this that I'm doing as well. And then when I get to pocket 8, I am checking on my advocates and customers that are already here at my table. Now, I don't get to this every day, but I better get to it once a week, maybe twice a week, right? So following up with current customers and advocates, asking about their experiencing, offer support, and anything like that. So this is how you can work in pockets of time. For me, I start at the same place with pocket 1 every single day and move through. If I can get everything done in 1 hour or one pocket of 2-hour block, that's amazing. But a lot of times it's not that. But I start at pocket 1 every single time, and I make sure I at least get through pocket 5. Okay, pocket 6, I do my best to get to that. Pocket 7 and 8, I'm trying to get to those a couple, like my inbox, maybe 4 to 5 times a week completion. And like I said, the advocates and customers. So some people might be like, oh, I left off at pocket 6. So I'm going to pick up at pocket 7 tomorrow and then just go to 8 and then back to 1 and just keep going through whatever I need to go to. And you can absolutely do that as well. I just wanted to give you something that you can follow so that you know when you sit down, you have some clear direction on what is next and you can move your business forward and not feel like you're just like, where am I going? I've been busy all day. I finally have a moment and I have no idea what I'm going to do right now. So I'm just going to do the same thing I've done all day. I hope this helped. If you have any questions, just let me know. If you need help with ChatGPT, just ask. And I hope you guys have a great night. All right. Thanks for joining.